What is up, guys? Welcome back to another anime news bit. Thankfully, April Fool's is over, so as the dust settles, we get to find out exactly what is real and what is not. I'm gonna get you guys fully updated on the news of the anime sphere today. We have more Cardcaptor Sakura coming, and I could not be more excited. Absolutely love that franchise. We also have a new ReZero manga coming, which is kind of surprising. We also have some news around Bocchi the Rock. We're getting more Bocchi the Rock, not the anime. Don't get too excited. Calm down. Quintessential Quintuplets is getting another anime, and we have July. Yes, I know spring just started, but yes, July is already looking packed with new sequels. So if you're interested in any of this news, definitely stay tuned. Kicking things off, the official Twitter account for Hoboshin's Comic Fuzz manga app has announced that Bocchi the Rock is getting a new spin-off manga. Now, they have no real additional information for this, but they did show a silhouette. And if you know anything about that series, that silhouette is obviously indicating, yes, it's Hiyori. Hiyori is getting a spin-off manga, I think, or at least maybe her backstory or something. I don't know. You know, obviously she's tied in with the manager and everything. Maybe they'll get a story for them or something. But yes, Bocchi the Rock fans, be excited. But yeah, Bocchi the Rock is obviously just taking off like crazy, so they need to bank on it. Like, they need to bank on the excitement around that series. Moving on, the Quintessential Quintuplets series. Yes, during a special event, they announced that it's going to get another anime. Now, it's apparently going to be adapting things that weren't previously adapted. So I'm guessing they're doing like Horimiya, where they're going to, I guess, go, oh man, this was really popular. We skipped some stuff, so let's go back and animate that. I don't know exactly the extent of what these stories are going to be, if they're pretty huge arcs that were completely jumped past. I don't know, never read the original manga, but yeah, be excited for that. Moving on, during a Sakura Fest, they announced that yes, Cardcaptor Sakura is going to get another anime. This is for the Clear Card manga series, and I could not be more excited. I absolutely love Cardcaptor Sakura. Now, I will admit, Clear Card wasn't the greatest anime ever. It definitely didn't live up to my expectations that I was giving it based on my love of the original franchise, but I'm up to see more of it, and apparently this is supposed to be a sequel and to conclude the story, so I'm not sure exactly how many episodes that entails, but still exciting news. Moving on, the internet service and game developer DMM has established a new animation production company, so more anime coming. I don't know, is this good news or is this bad news? Obviously, we're getting way too much stuff. There's way too many studios and there's way too much anime being adapted. But again, it goes back to what I kind of talked about in a previous news video about how these companies are actually trying to pump out as much of stuff and as little cost as possible. Now, being a production company that's coming out, the odd thing that comes of this is what they specifically said. Now, again, what they say and what they actually do is two different things. That's just like the whole Join project, which we have heard nothing about since then. Their goal was to create high quality animation in the response to the popularity of anime worldwide. So they're obviously banking on this is getting really popular elsewhere. And now this sort of feeds into my theory that I talked about with before we had that whole response coming out from the Gainax guy. My thought process was that the reason why we have so much anime is that they're trying to produce as much as possible, banking on the fact that just overseas licensing makes them a boatload of money. So just keep pumping them out, and Crunchyroll will keep buying everything. Now, the problem with this is what I get into in my theory is that eventually Crunchyroll is going to stop buying everything. These companies need to understand that. Stop trying to pump out as much stuff as possible, expecting that everybody's going to license everything. But again, if they keep to their word, saying that they want to aim to create high quality stuff, hopefully it's actually good stuff. The company is called Q, C-U-E, like a cue card. And former production IG executive officer and production manager Rui Kuroki will be serving as the president and CEO. So we'll see if something interesting comes out of that, but keep on the lookout for future developments from Q. Moving on, the official website for Girls on Panzer has revealed that the fourth Girls on Panzer Das final film will be opening in theaters in Japan on October 6th. So look forward to that. I think this is supposed to be the fourth of 6. If you're a Girls on Panzer fan, be gentle. Fans, you got it wrong. But I'm excited for that. I have yet to watch any of the Das final films. I'm kind of waiting for them all to come out, which is probably a bad idea because that's going to be a lot to watch, but I'm excited for it. Moving on, the official Twitter account for Hobby Japan's HJ Novel has announced that the rookie middle-aged adventurer was trained to death by the most powerful party to become invincible. novel is getting an anime adaptation. This one is the shonen story aimed at middle-aged readers, follows Rick Gladiator, a guild clerk who strives to become an adventurer. Common sense says that it's best to start the path of adventure at a young age, as it takes training to gain magical powers. However, Rick is started when he turned 30. Thanks to working with the legendary party of the most powerful adventurers in the land, he's already lived an unimaginable life with top-ranking fighting abilities, with skills honed by literal monster-class masters from the dragons to vampires. Rick takes on one elite adventurer after another. Very interesting concept. I like how the synopsis opens up with the shonen story aimed at middle-aged readers. This is for middle-aged readers. Interesting concept, but we'll see how that turns out. These typical, like, older age adventurers type stories don't always appeal to me, mainly because they always end up kind of being boring and just kind of samey. And I don't know why that is. It's not that I prefer young adventurers and it's always like teenagers and they have harems and everything. It's just, do something interesting. I mean, if you're going for a middle-aged group of audience, make a middle-aged story that's interesting. But anyhow, we'll see how that turns out. Moving on, a website was opened up for a TV anime adaptation of Windbreakers manga. This was an adrenaline-filled manga set in high school for delinquents who are now heroes protecting their town. A fierce new student arrives at the school determined to fight his way to the top and become the strongest of them all. This edgy, action-packed manga is guaranteed to excite fans of Tokyo Revengers and other stories about high school delinquents. Not a good time to bring up that one. I'm sorry, not a good time to bring up that one. Cardcaptor Sakura wants nothing to do with weaklings. He's only interested in the strongest of the strong. He's just started at Furin High School, a school of degenerates known only for their brawling strength. Strength they use to protect their own town from anyone who wishes it ill. But Haruka's not interested in being the hero or part of any sort of team. He just wants to fight his way to the top. Edgy Edge Boy, Tokyo Revengers, apparently. Sure, we'll see. Moving on, let's get into some July news. Yes, Bongo Stray Dogs, the 4th season. When it ended, they announced that there is going to be a 5th season. It will be coming in July. I could not be more happy. Man, season 4 was absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait for more of this series. If you have not watched Bongo Stray Dogs, go watch it. As I said in my review, just go watch it. Watch it now. It's absolutely incredible. So, yeah. Additionally, the Twitter account for Akashi Triangle has revealed that it will be returning in July, so if anybody wants to watch the censored version, it's coming back then. I don't know who actually cares at this point. The censorship was just so terrible. Additionally, Malevolent Spirits Mononogatari will be returning in July as well for its 2nd season, which is really cool. It's a pretty solid series. I recommend it. Additionally, the Twitter account for Dark Gathering has revealed that the series will be premiering in July, and they have already released a PV for it. It looks pretty interesting. It looks very gruesome and very unsettling, but it's got a cute little lolly demon killer, so that's cool. And finally, the other show that's going to be jumping into July is, yes, Devil's a Part-Timer. Devil's a Part-Timer is coming back for its 2nd season. Now, this is the 2nd season of the 2 exclamation points. So there's Devil's a Part-Timer exclamation point, there's Devil's a Part-Timer 2 exclamation points, and this is 2 exclamation points 2nd season. Japan, your naming scheme is dumb. It'll always be dumb. I'll never understand it. But yeah, I'm not super excited for this. I honestly fell off for the 2nd season. I still watched it, but it didn't grab me like the 1st season did. The 1st season was great. Absolutely great. Now for news around ReZero. Yes, the official Twitter account for the ReZero franchise has revealed that the 5th arc will be getting a manga adaptation. This apparently corresponds to volume 16 through 20. So if you are a fan of the manga, definitely check that out. Or if you've read the source material and you want to read the manga version, there you go too. I have no clue what those are, what that arc is. Don't want to look into it. I don't want no spoilers, so I'm just going to walk away from it. Moving on, the official website for Atre My Dear Moments has revealed a 2024 premiere. So still like almost a year out, but Troika is apparently going to be working on it. They released a new visual for it, and I'm really excited for this. I actually bought it on Steam, but I never had a chance to play it. I like started it, but then I got sidetracked, but definitely would be interested in seeing it actually adapted. And despite Troika going into the pretty boy stuff, I do like their work, so I'm looking forward to it. And finally, our last bit of news, The Rascal Does Not Dream of Sister Venturing Out anime film is set to premiere in Japanese theaters on June 23rd. So they released a new promo for it as well as a visual. So if you're in Japan, check it out then. hopefully it doesn't take too long to come over here. I know it's pretty popular over here, so it's probably going to get some theater showings over here as well, which I won't see because no theaters around here have anime, but I'm actually excited for that one because the sister's super cute and I want to get her story. So, but that's it. That's all the news I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this anime news bit. If you did, make sure to go down below and hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's the most exciting news in this news bit for you. Additionally, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you got my content. I did news reviews, first impressions, top list of its anime. It's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more and you like what I do here, you can support me through Patreon, our tips link, super thanks, and membership button down below. I greatly appreciate it, but it supports the channel. It's because of you that I'm able to do this, and y'all take care.